manage to come in and have a reading?
How was it arranged?
Yeah.
I applied to have a reading done.
To who?
To the advert.
Okay, and who answered the phone?
I can't think offhand now which specific.
Okay, have you met Derren before, have you?
No, never.
He's just said he's just been in your house.
Oh, yes, sorry, yes, morning, yeah, I meant not before today.
So you've met Derren?
Yes,
you know Derren is a skeptic, and you just said that you hadn't seen Derren before, and he's been in your house before I've just come in. You just told me, Derren, that you haven't been here. So
you hadn't met him before?
Today. I've only met him today.
So you'd rather we hadn't met at all? That would have...
Of course, yes. Okay. You know, I'm quite happy. Your mum's come through, she talked about the 5 kids. OK, that is good enough for me.
5 kids? 5.
She was one of 5.
Oh, she was one of 5.
One of 5, yeah.
Right.
But you seem to be trying to, as if I need to prove to you.
No, I'm very open-minded. I was hoping...
Yeah.
No, very open-minded.
Yeah.
No.
But that's why I would have preferred not meeting Derren Brown.
No,
so anyway, I'm going to say thank you with that.
Okay.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
OK, talk to me. You seem unhappy.
Well, I'm unhappy because you told me a blatant lie.
Which was?
You told me that you had not been in this house.
I told you I had been in that house.
No, you told me you had not been in this house. Yeah. So you've been in, you've met these people.
I have briefly met them. Yes, I have.
Thank you. Don't you think that's absolutely terrible? That to me is terrible.
Joe, if you don't stand here and continue the conversation, you're not going to hear what I say in response to that.
You've been in the house, you're supposed to be a famous person, you was never meant to be in that house.
Joe, I'm going to be honest with you, it seems like if you do a bad reading, you blame everybody else other than yourself. It's her fault, it's my fault, and it's not your fault.
It is, you shouldn't have gone into the house, it was corruption.
What to do with it, Joe?
Corruption.
Does it make a difference?
Corruption. That is absolutely terrible. Bad showmanship, Derren. Bad showmanship. I
don't know what... OK, so you think by me being in there and being sceptical, that makes her more sceptical?
Yes. You've got to draw a fine line of what is real and what is sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some of the things what I do is real because I am touching people, right, in a nice way.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you push overboard and you're taking literally the piss out of skeptics and mediums when there's real gifted people out there, OK, that's when it draws a line.
As I said, I'm quite disappointed in the outcome. Okay. It was nothing to do with you. You know, no influence from you whatsoever.
I mean, from watching him, it feels like if things start to go a bit wrong, he'll keep bringing back up the information that he got right, and he kept going back to the 5. That she was one of 5 kids, so he kept coming back to that. And so did she have 5 with
Well, think about it now afterwards. Sorry, it was 6.
Oh, it was 6?
Yeah. I said a quick count on my fingers, and I thought 5, then including my mum, would have been.
So she was one of 6, not one of 5?
No, one of 6. Yeah.
I'm in Liverpool with psychic medium Joe Power, who makes a living out of the claim that he communicates with people's dead loved ones. For me, my time spent with Joe has come down to a tale of 2 very different readings. One, a great success, and another, which didn't go so well.
Vanda's reading was a very, very good reading, and it wasn't cold reading. You can tell because cold reading always follows a certain pattern, a pattern of throwing out information, letting the other person making it fit, and then kind of taking credit for it yourself as a psychic. And he certainly wasn't doing that. He was giving information.
He's saying I'm 93.
And it was a very, very different situation with the second lady.
Is the Jimmy or James connected?
No.
In my opinion, it looked like cold reading, and bad cold reading. And he says that that was invalid because I'd said hello to this woman before and that my mere presence there would have made her more sceptical. I actually don't really see why that would stop her relatives who loved her from coming through. I still don't really see why that would make it not work. And I think you're left with this same either or. Either he is genuine, all this is just very unfortunate, he's just had a bad week, but he is genuine, in which case there's a lot more questions to be asked. It's a fascinating thing that we should embrace and look more closely at. Or he's a fake. And he's not just doing card tricks, he's involving himself with people who are bereaved and vulnerable. If that is what he's doing, that is an insult not only to the memory of the deceased but also to the dignity of the bereaved.
It's now my last night in Liverpool, and time for a final chat with Joe. Top of the agenda, the contrast between the two readings.
If the spirit world don't want to make contact, you know,
then okay.
we don't come through. So you can't compare one reading that it's a good reading and one reading that is a bad reading.
Of course.
Yeah, the spirit world doesn't work like that.
All right. And, of course,
you wouldn't know that, would you? Because you don't have these ability to know.
But I have other abilities and other knowledge, and that's what I'm bringing to it. I'm not bringing to it a knowledge of how the spirit works. That's your area. What I am bringing is a knowledge of cold reading and how people can fake and how people can be fooled.
You have a Mini at one time.
I've got one now.
You've got one now. You drive a Mini.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things that you said in your reading to Claire was that she drove. Claire was the last girl. Remember, I did a reading, a sort of a fake reading.
No, I said I was picking up a Mini.
That's right. That's right.
She said she drove a Mini.
That's right. Yeah, which was great, and it was a good hit. And then I found out that she'd pulled up next to you in her Mini outside in the parking lot.
No, you are really clutching at straws. I mean, this is probably the worst. I think before you make accusations of me.
I'm not. I want your answer. I want your response.
I'm quite disgusted in that you've come to stoop this low, which is totally fabrication on your behalf.
So she didn't turn up in the Mini?
I don't know. I've never seen her.
Oh, I've never ever seen her. That's what I want to find out.
Yeah, but I'm quite shocked that you've even gone to that extreme. Okay, well, we could go on about this. I mean,
it's important. It's important. There's a difference between you're really connecting with those people and you're sort of trampling on their memories and insulting the bereaved and the deceased.
No. You're insulting the people out there, the believers. You only have an opinion. Darren, we've had a good week.
I have to present you with this so you can respond.
Okay, we've had a good week. I'm going to shake your hand.
Are you fake?
No, I'm 100% not a fake. You know deep down, right?
Are you genuinely channeling dead people?
I am genuinely channeling dead people.
Did you do research on any of those people?
No, I did not do any research whatsoever on any single person.
Can you sleep at night? Are you happy with what you're doing?
I can sleep very, very well every single night.
You can look at yourself in the mirror.
I can look at you and I can look at you 100% in the eyes and tell you what I do as a medium is 100% genuine. Yeah?
I have to let the viewers make up their mind.
And it's a pleasure working with you.
My time with medium Joe Power has involved gauging whether or not he's real, but I'm left considering another question. Maybe the comfort mediums offer is more important than where it all comes from. I'm unable to believe Joe actually contacts the dead, but I have learnt it's a far more complex business than I'd imagined. After I finished filming with Joe, something came up concerning his reading with Vonda. Joe's always maintained he'd never met her before, which Vonda has confirmed, and Joe told us she did not give him any information. Joe has always said he did not know any of her details, but what I've discovered is that Vonda's next-door neighbour is in fact Joe's sister. Now I asked Joe for clarification. Joe said that he had been surprised to find out that Vonda lived next door to his sister. And he went on to say that since he's read for many people in that particular area of Liverpool and that particular street, he put it down to no more than a mere coincidence.